Morning, Wall Street winners. It is Wednesday, July the 23rd. And as we approach August 1st, the new trade deadline, we're starting to see different narratives and press releases come out. One that is of particular concern is from the EU here. It says it's readying $100 billion or 100 billion euro, not dollar, so much larger than 100 billion US dollars because it's in the euros. No deal plan to match the 30% tariff from the US. So if the EU and the US can't arrive at a deal, this could be one event that causes probably a fairly significant but maybe temporary pullback in the market and an opportunity to get in at quite a discount on some of the names, some of the stock names that you love and you follow and that we talk about on this channel. We also heard yesterday, and I don't have the headline up in front of me here, but that Japan has reached a deal with the US. And that deal was for a 15% tariff on goods. So Japan seems happy with that. 10 to 15% is kind of what the market is anticipating here. And although it will, in my opinion, create some inflation and increased costs to consumers. Part of that 10 or 15% will probably be absorbed by businesses, which will, in the short term, reduce their earnings until they achieve some level of efficiency. But the difference will have to be passed on to the consumer, and that will likely spike inflation or cause it to rise. And that's a concern for the economy for sure. So that's where we are from a trade talks perspective. And going into the early August timeframe, I am anticipating that we are going to see a few more deals, but we really need to see successful deals from Canada and Mexico, the US's two largest and closest and most aligned trading partners for a variety of industries, but certainly automotive being one of them. Otherwise, I would expect that we're going to see a pullback, and that pullback could last a little longer in the case of those two nations. So, going into earnings, we're starting to see that, like you can see here, JP Morgan has warned of stock complacency as the earning outlook dims. If we do see these tariffs come into place, they will impact your Q3 earnings. So if Q3 earnings are impacted, that's your future forecast coming out in this quarter, and that will likely cause some stocks to drop, which we've already seen as of late in the names like Texas Instruments, which I recorded a video on yesterday and could have saved you 8 to 10% if you had it sold before market close yesterday and prior to that earnings announcement. Good luck in your trades today. And if you like the videos, please hit